Hello, everyone. Marshall from the International Kriegsspiel Society. We are going to play our normal Saturday game. We are a little behind schedule. We should have been started at 8, but we've had a lot of questions after our School of the Empire. But now it's time to get started. Um, this is going to be a 2v2 using the K22 system. I am going to go ahead and connect with the two teams, and I will give them their little briefing and their point assignments so they can build their formations. So that being said, let's go ahead and go here. Let's start with blue, because blue might know how to do this already and it will be very quick. Confirm. Okay. Hello, gentlemen. We are on
Hey,
the live stream. I say that for the benefit of Lord Hugs. Um, and let's see. It is time for you, gentlemen, to build your units. Gentlemen with an asterisk. And I'm going to give you both. Let's see. 10, 20, 30.
60.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I'm going to give you both 30 points each to build your units. Okay. And if you go in the rules aid on the IKS K22 module. I hope you all have it. If not, I can post the link for it. But on, I need these pages need to be numbered. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On page 4, you have your menu of pieces and or your menu of what you can buy. You can be either infantry and foot artillery, or you can have a cavalry and horse artillery formation. I would strongly suggest you choose infantry. However, if you want to be crazy and go with cavalry, you can. Um, but again, with just the two of you, I suggest you both take infantry.
Wait,
Uh,
so you're telling me we cannot have cavalry if we take infantry? What?
that's right. You cannot mix your formation. You can take infantry and foot artillery, or you can take cavalry and horse artillery, but you cannot mix them otherwise.
Are we? Are is that because we're playing as a brigade?
It's the K22 system, and if I give you guys cavalry on top of everything else, things start to get real crazy. You,
Marshall, real quick before this goes too long, somebody's asking if they can join.
the answer's it's Sam, and the answer's yes, he can join.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Put him on the other team. Let's go.
yep. The answer's yes. Okay, all right. Good luck, guys.
Wait,
Okay,
so if he's actually playing, then we should adjust the point, shouldn't we?
I have to talk with him and see if he wants to umpire a play. I'll work it out with him.
Okay, and Marshall, I'm going cavalry.
All right. Do you know how to build your units?
Yep.
Okay, and Sergi, uh, work with Sergi to get his formation built up,
Okay.
please. Help him out. I don't know if he is familiar with this or if he even has the module. He might need the module. Okay, are you able to help him with all that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to red and get them going. Okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right. All right. Let me check. Sam's not in the lobby yet, but hopefully Sam will show up. Okay, I'm gonna go to red.
It
Okay,
just
hello,
meant like
gentlemen.
not what.
Okay.
Hi.
Um,
Hi.
you're both gonna get 30 points to build your formations.
Okay.
And the menu for your units is on page 4 of the doc in the Tabletop Simulator module. Do you guys both have the module?
I do
I do.
not.
One of you does and the other does not. Is that correct?
I do.
I don't.
I can get the link.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and drop the link for him. That'll save me the work. I have to talk to Sam. We have one person who wants to join, and I'm going
Okay.
to see what he wants to do.
The link should be in general there now.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys. And again, go ahead and build out your unit, and I'll be back in a few minutes to check on you.
Okay. So 30 points.
Hello, guys. Let's see here. There's like these events. I have to like fire the event, don't I? How do I? No, that's not it. How do I? Maybe it's running.
Trigger the alert.
No,
I think
I think it's running. Anyway, no worries. Hey, Sam, welcome.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you? Oh, very good. Yeah.
Good. Did
Um.
you do you want to play or help umpire?
Uh. Like.
Do you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you go to the blue team?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Go to the blue team. Okay, Sam. You're gonna get 30 points to build your formation, and Lord Hugs will help you. Do you have the module?
To IKS one.
Yeah, it's the K22 module.
Yeah. I have it.
Okay, go ahead and open that up. On page 4 of the rules document, you have your menu. You can build your force, and Lord Hugs will work with you, okay?
Okay.
And you'll have 30 points. All right.
I'm going
Yep.
cavalry, so you'd probably want to go infantry.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, gentlemen, I'm here to check in. Do you have any questions?
Um, is there a new player joining us? Sam Miller, is he? What teams he's on?
He's going blue. I decided to keep it fair. So by putting
Okay,
him and Lord Hugs together on the blue team, you guys have a pretty good chance of winning.
okay. Is Sergey not on the blue team as well? I don't know. I guess if you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sergey is the only one fighting on the blue team. Between Lord Hugs and Sam, he's got his work cut out for him. You guys should have an easy game.
Okay.
I'm making a joke. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bump your point allocation to 40 apiece.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so you got an extra 10 points there each to build out your formation. Now, once your formation is built, um, go ahead and send me a screenshot of what you want or list it inside your chat. You can do either way or both or whatever. I don't care. Just communicate it to me somehow, and then I'll go over it with you to make sure the point totals are right, and then we'll get you rocking and rolling. Okay? I'll give you about
All
5 minutes. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes to do that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. So it's 8:30 Pacific time right now at 8:35 Pacific time, and you can just adjust that time for your local time zone. But in 5 minutes from now, have your stuff posted either by screenshot or by list in your channel. Sam, I'm going to set up your channel for you right now.
all right, so real quick, Sergey messaged me. He has 3 blank militia with 1 12-pound artillery battery. I
Okay?
myself have 3 Lancer squadrons, 1 Cuirassier squadron, and then 1 horse artillery section.
Okay.
I'll post that in the screenshot. So unless you wrote that down,
Okay. As
but
long as long as the math works out.
it equals 30.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
gonna be fun.
All right.
Also, why do we have more players? I wanted to be on the outnumbered one. This is lame.
Well, I figured by putting you and Sam on Sergi's team, Sergi would have his work cut out for him. It should be a good challenge for him, and it would be fair to both sides. Yeah. So there you have it. There you have it. So
All right,
yeah.
there's my formation in my chat.
Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. All right, guys. I'll be back in a few to check on you. All right. There you go. Let's see here. Oh, look, there's a mention in general. There we go. Let's take a look at the chat. I'll clear that out. Let's see here. Blue. I need to go to blue. And scroll down, and I know you guys can't see it, but here it is. So Lord Hugs has 3 Lancers, a Cuirassier, and a Horse Artillery. So let's see here. That should be 5, 10, 15. Let me see here. Oh wow, look how I did these blocks.
Can I give up my promotion? I don't want to accidentally touch something while I'm clicking back to the screen and moving around. Can you
Yeah.
unpromote me?
I don't know how to do that. Let me hear. Demote. There you go. Yeah, don't
Awesome.
worry. Don't worry.
Thank
Okay.
you. I just felt really bad.
No, that's okay. You're fine. You're fine. No worries. Okay, copy. Okay, and then he has horse artillery. And I also need to go ahead and okay, there we go. Let me grab the artillery. Here we go. Copy. And we have horse artillery. So 10, 25. Unless, what was my point value for the Kerasies were 7, Lancers were 6. Okay, that checks out. Alright. Alright, there we are. Here's Lord Hugs' formation. And Cuirassier. And the horse battery. Okay, there he is. Okay, now let me see if what surge he has. 3 militia plus a 12-pound artillery. Okay, so he is going to have militia blocks or militia units.
Can dragoons dismount and become foot soldiers?
Yes, that's their normal use. Yep.
Do they just become like a smaller blob of infantry, or do they become a full-size blob?
The block stays the same.
Okay.
The block, yeah. We just know that they're dismounted.
Okay.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
yeah, that makes the most sense. Yeah, I
Yeah.
follow.
Okay, let me flip this. That would be a 4-point.
Oh, you know what? I could have just changed my color. If I go gray, I can't touch stuff. It's been a while since I've used TTS.
Yeah. Oh, man. And I think that Cuirassier should be a 7. Let's see here. Cuirassier should be a 7 and Lancer 6. Alright, well. Make that 6, 6. Alright, well that's just going to be what it is. Alright, we'll have to remember. Okay, there's that. So he has 3 militias and a 12-pound artillery. So we will copy this. Okay. And then we will get copy and so what we're doing, dear viewers, is we are simply forming the units that will be in the battle. And now Sam Miller, his units, is going to have 2 elite infantry battalions. Copy. And one of them will have skirmishers, so we need to get a skirmish block for him. Copy. Okay. And then a 6-pound artillery. Okay. Here we go. Copy that. Post that there. And then we need one of these and one of these. And we will flip that over. And we'll make that Sam Miller. All right, then we flip this over. All right, there we go. So now I have to label these so that I know what they are. One elite. One elite A. One EB. K2 EA. And this is just my internal. So you have A and B half battalions, and E represents that they're elite, and you have 1st and 2nd battalion. All right, here we have, I think these are militias. 1MA. Oh, the dogs. My wife is down there working with the dogs. 2MA.
Yeah, I've got a Saint
MB.
Bernard puppy. Turns out puppies get worse as they get larger.
Oh, I can imagine.
Same behavior, but larger.
Yep, yep. 3MA. I remember as a little kid, my sister took me trick or treating, and oh, that's a 6-pound artillery. I wasn't even 5. I was maybe like 4, 3 or 4. This Saint Bernard came barking around the corner. I thought I was going to be eaten. It was as tall as I was. I was terrified.
My experience with Saint Bernards, for the most part, that they're the most social dogs. However, I have met one that was abused and very much did not like people, and
Yeah,
she was terrifying.
yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Was the one that came after you just excited to see you, or was it a grouchy dog?
Probably excited to see me. And I don't know. I think Lord Hug. I think the horse artillery is only a 6. All right, there we are. All right, so there's the blue team. Blue team is established. Now let's get the red team going. All right, that'll do. Okay, gentlemen, I have your formations figured out. I'll be positioning you on your map and giving you a scenario momentarily. I've got to check on red.
Which map?
Oh, we're going to do map state 3. Okay? All
All
right,
right.
I'll be back shortly. Okay, gentlemen, let's check your formations, please. Okay.
I put mine in my channel.
Okay, I see it. I
Oh.
see it. Okay. Let me. Okay, so I like how you did that. All right, let me. You've got 2 regular. Copy. Okay, so it's 2 regular. And then 2 more regular, and then 2 elite. And are those supposed to be skirmish blocks with each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, let me copy this. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now let's flip these over and label them. Okay, so we have it's not cooperating. Oh, you know what? That's why. The setup is the part, like with any game, that takes time. Let's see here. 1 regular A. Okay. 1 RB. 2 RA. 2 RB. This just helps me keep track of everything. 1 EA. 1 EB. A for first half battalion, B for the second half battalion.
Okay.
There we go. And R for regular, E for elite. And then you have a 6-pound battery. So let's go ahead and drop that on there. Copy. And let's see, flip that over. Alright, we'll flip that, and then we need your avatar piece. Okay, and so here this is Blaze. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's you. Okay, now let's take a look at Golden. And wow, 5 Kerasies and 1 Hussar. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Copy. One,
Is
two,
it? I don't know
three.
much about Kriegsspiel, so.
Yeah, well, these are some bad dudes. I mean, we'll see how they do, though. I don't need to label them. 1 Hussar, I don't need to label that. Copy. But I do need to label you, so this is Golden. Okay, there we are. Okay, I just have to decide on the scenario. I will be back with your briefing and your positions in a very short bit, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so now for our dear listeners on the live stream, and let me check the live stream. I've been spending all my time here. Robert, good morning. The game would be so much better with miniatures. Oh my goodness.
Tell him, Robert.
Oh man. I've actually proposed that we do something like that, but yeah, they'd have to be pretty tiny though to be a scale on this map.
1 millimeter.
Yeah, if even that. If even that. But anyway, yeah, I have this little joke though where I hate miniatures. It's playing with dolls. Miniatures are just dolls. Can't believe
Math
that.
dolls. They are math dolls. It's different.
It's even worse. Uh, yeah, dolls are for little kids. I like playing with blocks. Blocks are better. All right. Anyway, let's see here. That's great. Let's see. Okay, so now I have to come up with a scenario. So there are easy scenarios which are like, here's a point you both have to battle over it, but we have small formations here. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to say the location of Prail has a MacGuffin. Okay, we're going to say, I don't know what it is. It's got, but anyway, the location is important for whatever reason. It has been declared an objective for both sides, so both sides have to take it. I don't know what the MacGuffin would be. A MacGuffin, just so people know, it's a thing that just moves a storyline. It's a nothing, but it gives characters in a play or a movie a motivation to do something. So we're just going to say that's the objective. We will set blue
Cannon
up.
factory?
What's that?
Cannon factory, maybe?
Yeah, well, we could say it's a munitions depot or something. They've
Yeah.
got, there's a cache of arms there or something.
MacGuffin-y.
Yeah, MacGuffin, and that's it. That's why they're going for it. Anyway, let's see here. Column, 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 column. We got to put all these guys into column. Limber. All right. So we'll turn them over, and then we'll turn these guys over, and we'll put all of them into column.
I
And
really love what you did with the pieces, scripting them for like column and everything. That is fantastic.
yeah, I didn't actually do the work. Our chief engineer, Damon Mosier, did this for us. And he's just fantastic. He is really good with Tabletop Simulator. I've even paid him to create modules for other games and stuff as part of some game development work I did recently. And yeah, it's just great. Okay, I don't remember Sam's order of march, but we can change it. He'll probably get on to me for messing up his order of march, unless that's what it was. I think I'll check it. Let's see here. What did he have for his order of march? And by the way, this is a good order of march. I've noticed a lot of players like to park their artillery in the rear, which is not very good. Me first, second artillery, and then supply. We're not using supply today. Me first, second artillery, and supply. Well, here's what Sam did. He parked his artillery at the rear, which is not good if you expect contact with the enemy. But I guess since I have him number 2 in the order of march, it's probably not that big a deal. But really, you want your artillery to be your second or third element, because you're going to need it. You know,
Right.
what do you do if you run up against an enemy and your artillery's all the way at the rear of the column? Well, you know, oh, they'll be here in a bit. 2 MA, 3 MA, 3 MB. I mislabeled this block. That should be B. There we go. And there we have it. Alright, and let's see. Did Sergi give me an order of march? No, I'm going to put his artillery at the front. Okay, and then we are going to, let me see if Lord Hugs gave me an order of march. Okay, he named his lancers, which is not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll put them out here. And I don't like deploying them in this little cut, but whatever. I can fudge it for him too. Limber that. So if he wants them to be somewhere else, it's not a problem. Okay, now I take their screenshots. Okay, here's Lord Hugs. And I paste the screenshot to him here. And then, let's see here, Sergi. I'm going to go down here to him and paste his screenshot in Discord. And then I'm going to go to Sam. And I paste his screenshot. Oh, no, that's the wrong. I need to go to his channel. There we go. There we go. Okay, so they've got their screenshots. Now, let's get red organized and situated. So let's go ahead and name these Kerasies. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll just flip them back, and then we deploy them here. Here's a good spot. 1, 2, 3. And we're not too concerned, just so folks know, with, you know, well, we want them to be the same distance away or anything. Nah. In real life, that wouldn't necessarily be the case. I don't know who is closer. I think red is probably closer, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Alright, here we are. And let's see here. Flip, flip, flip. Put them into column. And then we flip them. Alright, and then we just line them up. And let me see if either of these players, red team, had an order of march. No. No. Okay, so we're just going to do it for them. Alright. Again, in proper or longer games, I might do it this way, but time being of the essence, wanting to kind of get through this experience with everyone, I'm just going to do it like this. And yes, we'll put the elite troops at the rear because they should be smashing through the enemy for the decisive blow.
Let the shitty guys absorb the lead so the good
Exactly.
guys can do their work.
Exactly. But
Yeah,
we'll
that's what the
see.
Iron Warriors are all about.
We'll see. Okay, now he's got three skirmish blocks. They all got skirmishers. All right, so. Oh, did I change the map? I did.
It looked like it.
3. There we go. All right. And that may have played havoc with the pieces falling through the map. I'll have to fix that. Okay, that looks okay. Oh, it looks good. Okay, now I just take a picture of everything. Oop. Take a picture of this for. I probably want a little bit closer picture for Golden. And then I go here to Golden and I paste that to him. And then Blaze gets his screenshot as well. Okay. Alright, there we have it. Okay, now I have to give briefings. Alright. Okay, red team, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, take a look at your map.
Where have we? What's the scenario? Where have we entered from?
Yeah, you're entering in the lower right near the town of Punaroy, whatever. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, and Coin in the lower right corner of the map.
Okay.
And it's map 3. And your objective is there is a cache of arms and material that is vital to your war effort in the little farmhouse of Prael, Prayel. And Prael is south of Ogni in tile D8 on the map. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I've
Okay,
got it.
that is your objective. I'll give you guys a few minutes to talk about how you want to approach it and capture it. And that is what you're going after. You can assume blue is also going after, so there's a little bit of a race to get there, okay?
Okay. I think another player wants to join, by the way. In general, I don't know if it's too late now or whatever, but
Yeah, we're really pushing it.
okay, that's fine. Okay. So we should probably have you rush ahead with your Hussars and Kerasies to just grab it as quickly as possible, I suppose. And then I'll
Where
follow
is
up
it?
behind in support.
Okay,
Where is it?
there we go. Let me go to
Priel. So sort of south.
Okay, all right. First of all, I want to congratulate you guys on winning because Lord Hugs is on the team and you are all winners.
Yeah.
You know, if you showed up and you're participating, you're winning.
Oh, Sergey said that Crusader wants to join. He messaged me.
Yeah, I'm reticent to add another player at this point. Like I did all of this
Yeah,
setup
I
with
agree.
him. I'm ready
Let's get
to
it
roll.
started.
I've invited him, however, to the table. Let me see here.
Anyways, what's the objective?
Let's see
Briefly.
here. Okay, so you guys each have screenshots, and if you take you're entering in the upper right corner of the map near Saint Pravat and on down. Actually, you're fairly onto the map. The objective is the little farmhouse or farmstead or whatever of Prayel, Prayel. This is in tile D8. It's southeast of Ogni. And that little farmstead, it appears that there is a collection of arms and material that is vital to the war effort. Your objective is to capture and secure that material by capturing the farmstead. Red
right,
is
so
approaching from the south. You don't know about their size or composition. You just know they are headed for that same objective.
so
Okay?
what I'm hearing is if we can't capture it and the enemy gets to it first, we just put all our guns there and blow it up so nobody gets it.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Right? All right. So there you go. Go ahead and post your orders when you're ready, or I can just come around and get them from
Sergey,
you.
we're not going to have supplies because it's a very small engagement.
Yeah, supplies aren't going to be an issue here. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck. Okay, Crusader, how you doing, man?
I have it. It's all good. It's all good.
Good. Do you want to hang out here at the Empire table? You can join. It's Kriegsspiel, and the password is IKS.
Okay.
All right. And if you want, you can run either the blue or the red team if you like. Blue team has 3 commanders, including Lord Hug, Sam Miller, and let's see here, Sergi. Red has 2 people, Blaze Trail and Golden Light. If you want to help me, you may just relay their orders to me, and you can pick the side. Otherwise, if you just kind of want to hang out and watch, you're welcome to do that as well. It's up to you what you want to do.
I think I can do that. Not for the whole game though.
I didn't quite follow. Let me know. Tell me what you want to do.
Okay.
Go ahead. What do you want to do?
I think I can take orders from red team because they have less players.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. Okay, let's go down to red. I'll introduce you as their umpire, and then we will begin. Okay?
okay.
Okay, gentlemen, Crusader
Hey.
is here. He's going to be your umpire. You will be giving
All right.
him your orders. So he'll pop into both of your channels. He'll take your orders, and then he'll come back to the umpire table. We'll resolve everything. Then he'll come back and give you guys reports. And
Okay.
then he'll give you time to think and decide on what your next orders will be. So right now, you're going to want to go ahead and give him your orders. You can go ahead and give him orders while you're in the same room now, but after you give him your orders, you'll need to break up and move into 2 separate rooms. So red
All
1
right.
and red 2 voice channels, and then he'll be speaking to both of you separately. So go ahead and decide
All
what
right.
your orders are and give them to him, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Hugs, what do you want to do?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can just do verbal orders. Okay. So we're gonna march in column until we either reach Prail or make contact with the enemy. The road we're gonna take is the one where we go past the fieldworks just to our south, and then it kind of veers off to the east and goes basically to Prail. See that road?
Okay, so you're going to take this road, and you're going to go south. You're going to stay to the east of the fieldworks, right?
Yes, and then the road will be east of Prail when we'll pop out, and then once we reach that, I'll probably give my next set of orders or whatever, or unless we make contact with the enemy before then, or before then rather.
Okay, so you're going to just stay on the road that you're on. You're not going to turn off
Yeah.
it until you get to that trail that leads to Prail. Is that right?
Yes.
Is it the trail
Or
that you want or the road?
well, we want to stay on the road, until we basically come up parallel to Prail, or we make contact with the enemy, whichever comes first.
Okay, no problem. Okay, got it. Thanks. Okay. Oh, Crusader needs... Hang on, Crusader. I need to give you a roll. Okay, Crusader, see if you can see their stuff now.
Yep, I can. Yep.
Perfect. Great. There we go. Okay. All right, and I'll meet you up top in the Empire channel or whatever, or the lobby. The lobby is fine to get their orders. I'm still collecting blue orders right now.
Okay.
Okay, Sergi, your orders. Do you, I think you don't have the voice. You don't have a mic, so you have to submit your orders written. Okay. Go further down the road. Okay, so you're just gonna follow. Okay, I got it. Got it. No problem. But you can hear me, yeah? Apparently. Okay. Good luck. Okay, Sam, your orders are you're gonna move to Marley by what route?
Um, I'm moving through paper mill.
Okay. So you're gonna stay on this main road, and then you're gonna turn to go in the direction of the paper mill, and then you're
Yeah,
gonna go to Marley. Okay, I got it.
yeah,
Okay, got it. All right. And that's gonna be Sam. Got it. Okay, thanks, Sam.
no problem.
Okay, there we go. We have our initial orders. Now we just have to wait for Crusader to get back with the red team orders. And then
Does
go ahead.
does blue or do both teams have a general idea where the enemy's coming from or no?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, they know the enemy's going for the same objective. They don't know the exact direction.
Okay, because blue's orders look like they don't know where red's coming from.
Hmm. Well, that's Sam being different and wanting to kind of appear on the flank, which I think is clever, especially since he has those elements.
Oh,
So
I wasn't talking about Sam. I was talking about the other ones. Like their assumption is that their deployment looks like they're assuming they're gonna get there first if they knew where red was coming from, which I think is a bizarre assumption.
yeah,
I had a question too about like, okay, so if I was in here, my first order would be I'm going to have pairs of riders scout ahead at all times and bring back stuff. Do people do that? Is that a thing? Is that not allowed?
yeah, that's a thing. Generally, for me, I just assume that you have scouts out a certain distance in front because that's what you really realistically would have. I don't
At
think
all
you should
times.
have to give an order to do that. Um, we generally assume there's like a cloud of scouts around your formation that can see a certain distance.
Okay.
Typically, when they do screenshots, they give you about 4 squares of space. I give you as far as the eye can see, or within reason, whatever I can do. But after a certain distance, I'll just tell you, hey, you see movement, you see troops, or you see dust or something. And I might not give you detail because after so many paces, you can't really make out detail. You know, you can make out
Right.
guys on horses, and then beyond that, you can make out that there's some kind of movement, but you can't make out what it is. You know, so yeah, I limit the information. So, all right, Crusader, I see the movements. Um,
Uh, the, the cavalry is moving straight on Priel,
okay.
and the infantry is taking a bit of a longer route.
That's okay. Well, they don't want to go up that hill probably. So,
Yeah.
they don't want to go down and then up that hill. They are avoiding the terrain. So, what we're going to do is cavalry moves 1.5 times what infantry does. So, in 5 minutes, they would move 1.5. So let me tick this off here. And we're going to move to contact. Okay, so cavalry would move 1.5, which should put him here in 5 minutes. Another 1.5 with the complication moving uphill. We can move him this far. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see here. 30, 35. And again, this is just kind of fudged. 40. So we'll move him up here. That's 40 minutes, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, it's 40. I can count. All right. All right, which means now we move. What year is it? 18 something something. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, this is cavalry, right? So they're going to move a little further. 15. Let me do this over. We're just going to move into contact. Okay, so 5 minutes. Okay, he's not really. We'll kind of do like that. That's 10 and 20, 30. No, that's 25. Here's 30, 35, and we'll give him 40 right there. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then we'll say we'll give him 40 right here. Okay, so there we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to move the blue cavalry here, and when they reach this point here, they see the head of the red cavalry column coming up over here. What they don't know is they don't know what the formation is. They just see the lead element. Maybe they do know it's cavalry, but whatever. But that's there. Okay, now 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so they're going to be just barely making the turn at 40 minutes in. Okay, so the time here, I need to move this here. The time is going to be 6:40 a.m. 6:40 a.m. Okay, and now we need to move the infantry up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We're going to put them about here. We'll say that's where they get. Okay, and then we're going to erase all these marks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're going to see he's right about here. Again, Kriegsspiel is the land of fudge. And there we go. There we have our initial movements. Now we erase all of the marks on the map so that nobody has metadata. And we know what the orders are. So what we want to do now, Crusader, is just take the screenshots and give them their screenshots if you know how to do that. If not, I can tell you.
Oh yeah. How large screenshots are we taking?
I'm sorry, what?
How large are the screenshots that we're taking now?
About 4 squares or what they would see. So take a look from the perspective of the commander. So here the commander would see, he would see about like that. You see that square I'm drawing on the screen? He would actually see that because he's at the crest of that hill. That's what he would see. So I would give him that, approximately. I know a lot of times the empires will just do this kind of a thing, which I'm drawing here. I don't think that's reasonable. I think, and there's nothing back here to show him. I would show him what he sees up here. I would do this. That's me. What do you think? Does that work?
I think it does. It makes sense.
Yeah, okay. All right, if you got that, then go ahead and take that screenshot and send it to Golden Light. Post it in his chat, and then do one for Blaze Trail, which Blaze Trail probably won't. He might see that there's cavalry on the hill or that something's going on. But that would be a verbal report. You wouldn't see much detail at the distance he's at. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Good luck. And then go give them their report after you do their screenshots.
So 3x2 is about the size of the screenshot that I should take.
Yeah, just use your judgment. From the commander's perspective, what would he see? You can even use the freeform snipping tool. You don't even have to send a rectangular snip. You can send a freeform snip as well. Whatever you think is appropriate. And then if it's beyond that and you think they'd see it, but it's kind of like beyond, just tell them that they see it.
Alright, cool. Okay.
Okay. All right, now I give the players their verbal reports. So to Lord Hugs, you go down here. Okay, Lord Hugs. Let's see here. Okay, so you see that there appears to be ahead of what may be an enemy cavalry column cresting the hill in front of you. Your objective is up ahead on your right, of course. So
Okay. We're at the intersection. All right.
yeah. So I'll be back in just a few minutes to get your orders. Okay, Sergi, yep, you're just on the march. I said 1808 is what I posted on your screenshot. I'm sorry, it probably looks like the time is 1808, huh? The time is 0640. Oh, let me do 0640. Yep, there we go. Oh, you beat me to it. Okay. Um, so yeah, there's skirmishers. There's skirmish companies that potentially embedded in the units. But this is not necessarily pegged to a particular year or even a particular nationality. I know we're assuming red and blue is French and British. This is really just red and blue. Okay? All right. But yeah, you're early 19th century. Okay, perfect. You got it. Okay, no new orders. Is that correct? Okay, I'll proceed. Okay, Sam, you're on the move. You don't see anything, but you're on the way to Marley. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not in Sam's channel. Here we go. Hello, Sam. Okay, you're on the move. You don't see anything in particular. You see your friendly column on the road parallel to you to the upper right. You're approaching Marley. You do not see or hear anything extraordinary. The time is 0640. Which I'll put in the chat. There you go. Do you have any orders?
No.
Okay.
But when I arrive in Mali, I want to go to Wood Reef.
You want to go to where?
Uh, Wood Reef. Like it's south of Mali.
Okay. Yep, we'll figure it out. No problem. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, Marshall. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have the Lancers deploy. Well, actually, we're gonna have the entire brigade deploy. What I want to have is the horse artillery to be the center of the line, basically on the intersection to deploy or like unlimber. I want Lancer 1 on the left flank with myself next to the artillery. Lancer 2 and 3 are going to operate together on the right side with the cuirassiers in reserve behind them.
Okay, so
And
on your current position, you're going to put Lancers 1 on the left.
yes.
Then you're going to put artillery.
On the intersection.
Okay.
As like the center.
And then you're going to put Lancers 2 and 3 on the right of that.
Yes, with the cuirassiers in reserve behind them. And basically, we're going to stand off against the enemy cavalry, right? And if they try to make any threatening move, the Lancers are to basically pounce on them, and the cuirassiers will be held in reserve.
Okay, so you want the Lancers to attack if they... What do you mean by a threatening move? What is that?
So if they advance on me, I want to retaliate with the Lancers. If they don't and they just deploy, I want to stay here and hit them with artillery.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect, got it. All right, thanks. All right, let's see here. So we have Blue's orders. We're going to go ahead and move them 5 minutes worth of movement. Actually, it's just 1 square, right? That's a square. Let's see here. And again, when units are moving in these rear areas, you don't have to be too precise about it. But here we go. And I need to check the YouTube momentarily to see if there's comments. Now that we're rocking and rolling.
Achilles and Dave Pumphouse are talking.
Oh, nice. All right, let's see. I don't know why they aren't up in here. And here we go. All
So I have
right.
a strategic, maybe historical question for you. Both blue and red came in on a line. How come the leaders for each group wasn't up front?
They were.
No, the leader was in front of their own group. Like the last group, their leader should have been at the very front of the line, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 leaders side by side, very front.
Well, what we did is we allowed them to kind of confer and give orders together at the beginning.
So it's effectively the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But now they do need to be with their formations. So, okay, here we go. I'm seeing the red orders for the cuirassiers. Okay. And I just need to know if they're going to charge or what. All right.
Yeah, he said he wants to attack as soon as possible, and he wants the Hussar squadron to flank around the left to try to make out possibly other enemy troops in the area.
Okay. All right, so in 5 minutes he's going to get to here. Okay. And then the Hussars, he wants the Hussars to go where? Flank left?
Flank left and try to scout out an enemy's position.
Okay, that's fine. All right, we're going to give these guys another 5 minutes of movement. Okay. And then they've both given everyone has given valid orders for the circumstances. If I want to be nice, I let them give another round of orders. But maybe I don't want to be nice. Maybe I just want to say, you gave your orders, now you're going to have to live with them. In which case, we'll go another 5 minutes of movement. Okay, so I'll begin by moving him up here. There's a complication, he's going to move a little slower. Even though he's technically hasn't hit the uphill yet. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, and so then these guys begin to unlimber. So they'll get a shot. And okay, so Golden wants to attack, is that correct?
It is indeed correct.
Alright, so they'll go in like that. We'll give it to him. We'll let it go in. And the Hussars will come here to Prael. This unit will come up in reserve. Alright, there we have it. So, let's just assume these units end up fighting. And let's start rolling dice. Okay, so we need the Cav versus Cav die, which is this tan die. Okay, well, I'll just pull it up here. Okay, and because this is cavalry, everybody's rolling their own dice. So, copy. Alright, so they're going to roll 3 back at them. And then the artillery is going to be a +1. Well, actually, we'll roll unopposed arty on that one. It's going to be this one. So he'll get a shot. And in fact, he's going to get 2 shots, take both. Copy, and there we go. Okay, so we have figured out what we're going to roll. So now we just kind of roll everything. And the dice that are next to the unit determines the fate of that unit. Alright, so here we go. Let's roll. Alright, so here we go. This unit is destroyed. Alright, so he's going to be out of there. This unit does not do anything. This unit will countercharge. So we'll roll that as well. But that unit's destroyed. This unit does not take any significant losses. Target cavalry. Oh, you know what? That's cav versus. That should be a yellow die. What was the value on that? Die?
6.
A 6. Okay. So we'll just rotate it to 6. Alright, there we go. So that one is replaced. Okay, so that routes. Okay, and this is otherwise ineffective. Oh, I hate these kinds of results. I hate it when it's like this. Okay, this here says he retreats, but we'll let him go in, and I'll give him a roll. And that's target cavalry unit falls back. Okay, target cavalry unit falls back. Which means he's going to fall back. Okay, I forgot to do the modifiers for Lancers, but Kerasies, I think, hit hard first. Kerasies versus Lancers. Lancers +1, then Kerasies +2. Oh man, I messed this all up, didn't I? Let's see here. Kerasies +2 against Lancers. Routed, destroyed. Well, it doesn't get much worse. But then... I messed this up completely. I need to do it right.
We can just... Yeah, you can just restart.
Yeah, if I was gonna just say it is what it is, but then... Yeah, I really messed it up royally. Okay, let's put him back online here. Alright, so... Let's do it right. Okay, so... Cuirassiers versus Lancers. So it starts with the Lancers. The Lancers get a +1 to their die roll. So this is the Lancer effect on the Cuirassier 4. Target cavalry unit retreats, but we give them a +1. Target cavalry unit retreats. Okay, so they're going to back up 400 paces and take disruption. Alright. I guess I need a disruption. Can you grab a disruption token and just drop it on Cuirassier?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay. Against this here, Cuirassiers rolls a 6 + 2. That's going to be a very bad result. They're destroyed. So they're still destroyed. Okay, here. Again, Lancers +1 against the Cuirassiers. Retreat. It goes to Retreat. Okay, so they're gonna retreat. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and let them have a round at each other too. Okay, and then the Lancers is destroyed. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't copy. Can't copy the token.
Oh, I may have to promote you. Hang on, let me promote. All right, you're promoted. Okay. Now,
Okay.
the Cuirassiers... well, first let's fire the artillery at the Cuirassiers, and it's take both. Routes hit. Okay, so they're going to be routed. They're routed, so that would be a copy of the token. And the state is 6. Routed. Okay. However, the artillery probably just gets smashed. But we'll roll this. And we'll add a +2 to it. 7. Okay, it's destroyed. Wow. Okay, and then the Lancers here will roll against the Cuirassiers. And the Cuirassiers get destroyed. Okay, and then the Cuirassiers versus the Lancers. They fall back, but the rotation is +2, so 5. They retreat. Alright, so Lord Hugs retreats. These units are all destroyed right here. This Cuirassier fights this Cuirassier. In this case, it's just one straight die roll. We'll call red the superior, and it's ineffective. So we're just going to fall back both of them, because I think that's a reasonable result. Okay, so there is a huge cavalry battle. And in that cavalry battle, Lord Hugs loses 2 of his Lancer formations and his guns. One of the Cuirassier formations is also destroyed in the melee. Now, by destroyed doesn't mean that every man is dead. It just means they're no longer combat effective. Your Hussars have gone wide to the left. They don't see anything else. They just see this battle taking place. And the Cuirassiers are... Let me see here. Let me copy that. Have fallen back. We're going to pull them all the way back here like this, and they're just going to rally there at that position, but it's going to take them a while. So, for the most part, the Cuirassiers are exhausted and spent as a force. And there you have it. So now we take pictures. Yeah, it was a big, huge massacre on both sides. So now we take pictures and give reports. Alright, so Lord Hugs will see this. He ain't gonna like it. Alright, and Sergi isn't gonna see very much. Well, I could give him this view here. You can see all that there. The 6:45 is the time. And Sam gets to see Sergi. 6:45. There's his image. Alright, and I'm going to give reports. Bruh.
Okay, so like, what exactly happened? Can you run this by me?
Yeah, there is a massive cavalry engagement. Your Lancers versus their Cuirassiers. So, you can watch the recording. The first time I rolled it, I screwed it up royally, and so then we just said, no, redo it. And then when I redid it, you still got roasted. But you also gave a lot of... You did some damage to them, but I do think you got the worst of it. A couple of your Lancer units were completely destroyed. Your artillery was completely destroyed.
Okay, how did they even get to my artillery? I had 4 cavalry units in front of it.
Well, no, you deployed your artillery online, and so they charged all of that. Now, your artillery was able to
the
unlimber
cavalry
and
was
fire.
supposed to move forward to stop that, though. Why? how were they able to get to my cannons?
Well, they cut through your lancers. They got to it. In either case, they had enough offensive power that even if I had moved your lancers forward, which I should have done, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference because then your cannon wouldn't have fired and you wouldn't have routed that cuirassier unit. You probably would have been worse off because
Okay, so
your artillery would have been massed in that case.
I lost 2 Lancer units and artillery piece, and the only thing I have to show for that is I routed or broke 1 cuirassier unit. That's it?
No, you destroyed one cuirassier, you broke another. The other 2 are so badly disrupted they're not coming back for a while. So what he has effective under his command is a cuirassier and a hussar, which was not engaged. What you have effective under your command is a lancer and a cuirassier.
So you're telling me they had 5 fucking heavy cav units?
Yep,
What?
yep, and he pitched right into you, buddy.
That is...
Yeah, it is
okay.
insane, but he outnumbered you greatly. So there you have it. Anyway, you both have roughly co-equal forces effective remaining. He does have greater
Yeah.
numbers, but they're spent. So
Interesting.
it'll be a while before those other cavalry units can do much.
I do have a question in regards to Lancers. Don't Lancers get like a bonus in charges because they have giant fucking poles?
Yeah,
Like, because Lancers were like super good at killing cavalry.
Yes, you got the +1 on all of your
Okay.
dice. In fact, that was what I screwed up. I rolled the dice initially and I didn't give any bonuses to anyone. And then I realized,
Gotcha.
oh, I'm doing it wrong. So I redid it and gave you your bonuses. So it
Well,
it was shockingly bloody, but that's the system, man. It's
Gotcha.
brutal when you close in and fight like that. Okay, hang in there. You have 2 combat effective units.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
which is
All right.
and technically, cuirassier versus cuirassier, lancer versus hussar, the lancer has a slight advantage against the hussar. So you should be all right. All right, and your massive infantry column's coming up behind you. Sam is over there, off around Marley. So, okay, I've got to
Gotcha.
give reports. Hang in there. I'll be back to get your orders. Okay, Sergi. There is a massive cavalry engagement to your front as you are approaching. You can't really see it because you're below the crest of the hill. However, you see a lot of friendly cavalry streaming back to the rear and going different directions. So it's unclear the outcome of the battle, but you will be cresting the hill momentarily. Do you have any changes to your orders? And he'll need to type them, so we'll give him a moment. Can you talk to Hugs? The answer is yes. Okay.
All right. Yeah, and we're co-located, right?
Yeah, I'll let you guys.
Because he's like right by me.
Yeah, I'll let you guys talk for about a minute, and then I'll be back to get
All
your
right.
orders. Okay.
So, Sarah.
Sam, there's the sound of a battle up on the hill to your right. There's a lot of dust. You see horses, particularly from your side, streaming back. There's evidence that the red horses are also retreating as well, that there's just a big, huge fight up there. What are your orders, sir?
Yeah, I will continue to retrieve.
Okay. All right, I will make the move for you. All right, you got it.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so Marshall, here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to, while I still have the advantage, relatively speaking,
Mhm.
I'm going to charge forward towards the Hussars and the Cuirassiers, and I'm going to try to do as much damage as possible while they're disrupted. I want to intentionally target the ones that are not disrupted,
Mhm.
and I do acknowledge the fact that the disrupted units might get in on it, might not. I don't know. It depends. And I do also acknowledge that I might lose my command in doing so, but I need to damage these units enough to the point where the infantry can come in and mop them up.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, it's a short game when you commit like that, but
It is, but it's necessary.
yeah, and that's what the system is designed to do. It puts you in this situation where you make these decisions. I think it's a great gutsy call. I'm going to give you a +1 for that. Good job. Okay. I don't know if it's the right call. It's probably not, but
We'll see. But
but we'll see.
yeah,
Any-
I
anybody
acknowledge the fact that I might screw up royally here, but it's worth the risk.
might. Yeah.
Might.
All right. No worries. No, I think it's great. Go for it, man. All right. And Sergi is writing an order, and that's fine, Sergi. Take your time with that, and I will check it in your chat momentarily and implement the order. All right, Crusader, how's it going?
Hi. It's been interesting. So Golden wants to rally his Rotting Kerasies,
Right?
and he wants his two fresh squadrons to push up and probe the enemy cavalry. And he wants them to retreat if they try to charge him.
Okay, well, they are going to try. His order is to try to charge him. So why don't we retreat? Golden Light. So that's 800 paces. So we will retreat his formation to safety. Okay. We'll push him back, and then we'll hold Lord Hugs here around Prael, and then we'll just move the other formations up. So I've already moved Sam. I'll move Sergey up. Sergey. How do you pronounce that name, actually?
I think it's Sergey.
Sergey? Okay. All right, we'll move them up. Okay, I think that's the turn. And did you move? Go ahead and move
No, I
Blaze.
didn't. Okay. How far can these guys move in the turn?
1 square.
1 square. Okay.
Yeah, see there? Yeah, about 1 square. Yeah, on the road, flat terrain, they can move the full square. Well, are they? Oh, wait. Is he going?
Yep. He's detaching his elites down the road. Yes.
I don't like that, and I usually don't let them split like that. Okay. Well, he's gonna have a hard time commanding him. That's all I can say. Is I hope he gave good orders to him. They're gonna get smashed. That could be decisive. In fact, that he's done that. And that's the battle right there. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's play it out. Okay, go ahead and take screenshots and give reports. Okay, I know Sergi's writing an order still for the turn. I'll implement anyway. If the order or the screenshot changes anything, we can just make it happen or fudge it. No big deal.
Nah.
Yeah, enemy cavalry retreated from your advance. So I held you around Prael, which is the objective, while he fell back. Okay, and here's Sergey's order. Sergey's order. He wants to move up to that green and black line, I think. Let's see here. So we will move him to. Oh, he's basically there. All right. And then I think that green is his artillery. Oh, artillery moves to the circle. Okay. The circle.
Okay, question. Is that broken unit able to recover? Like, I'm kind of confused as to why it's still there.
Yeah, it can recover. It probably won't. The battle will probably be decided long before those units come back into play.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, we got the objective, Sergey. So if you want to just like come on in, you know.
Okay. Let me
Wow.
see. Let me see what his orders are. When we reach the green line, go from line into to lines from columns. Okay. So let's flip this here and go into line. Okay. In which case they would go like this. I should really just be receiving orders, though, not implementing. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. But that's that. There's nothing they can do to mess with you, so we'll... No, you're fine. You did great. I'm the one who's ahead of myself. All right, I got to get Sam's orders and implement them, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, Sam. Let's see here. The sound of battle has ended, and you just want to keep moving up the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll keep you moving. Your skirmishers are with your... Yeah, they are. Your first elite, just so you know. I put your skirmish block with the first elites.
Okay. Wait, so I'm outside of Mali?
You are... I'll send you a screenshot. Let me go to Sam. There we go. There you go. That's your position now. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks.
So they'll move. I don't know what Blaze wants to do, so we'll see. Or what Golden Knight wants to do, so we'll see. You have to wait. The units are far enough apart that my moving them doesn't really do much. But when the units are close together, it's important to keep everything synchronized. So when Crusader gets back, we just have to implement the red orders, and then we proceed with the next turn. Give reports. So I don't know why red's taking so long. Should be pretty quick. And Blaze cannot give orders to his elites. He can, but it would be by courier, and it would take 2 or 3 turns now to get them to obey. So really, they're on their own. They're going to behave autonomously. Let me check in and see what's going on with red.
And wait for them to not be disrupted. And in same orders as before, fall back if they charge.
Okay.
I don't know if they can do that, but
What's
recover disruption.
what's the order?
So I would try to recover the morale of the Kerasies. It seems it failed last turn. And see if they could recover from the disruption. And if they charge again, we'll fall back even more.
Yeah, okay, so are you holding position or are you moving?
How far away are Blazers troops?
600 paces. Oh, Blazer's troops are 1,200 paces to your south.
All right, so we'll fall back and hopefully get the routed guys back into shape and the disrupted guys as well.
Okay. All right. Do those elites have a Yes, they do. They have a skirmish block with them. I was looking for that. I already moved the elites up, Crusader.
Okay. I didn't see it.
And so the Crusader. So once again, the cavalry's going to fall back towards Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when they move, they cannot recover any kind of disruption or anything. Just FYI. So they have to stop in order to begin recovery. And then recovery is automatic. As long as you're nearby, or even then, the recovery is more or less automatic, but it does take time. So I don't know what of your units are going to come back. Your 2 Kerasies are probably going to come back. Your routed Kerasier, I don't know if he'll be back before the end of battle. It's going to take him a while longer, but they will. So you already have 2 combat effective units. You'll have more soon. We move Blaze, we move them. Okay, so go ahead and give the next round of reports, Crusader. We just resolved the turn.
Oh, cool.
Do we have orders for those elites? Because
Uh,
they're just gonna act in accord with the situation.
yeah, well, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And then yeah, they're basically under umpire control now. You control them, not Blaze. Blaze is too far away to give him orders. Okay. When he moves
Okay.
to within a square or 2 of them, then he can give them orders again. Okay. All right. Good luck, guys.
All right, thank you.
All right. You guys are gonna have to break up soon, but you would both know that enemy cavalry has retreated yet further.
Oh, we processed it a turn
Yep.
since.
Yeah.
Oh.
I rock, man. I don't play.
Oh, I didn't even put my orders in.
Oh yeah, I don't play. I mean, you got to be Johnny
said-
on the spot.
You said you'd come back, so I was like, okay, I'll just put my orders in when he comes back.
Oh.
You didn't say you were processing a turn.
Yeah. Well, it's only 5 minutes, so
Oh, okay.
you'll be all right. Okay. So I've got to give Sam a screenshot, and then I will be right back. And I really will be right back. I'll give you a chance to give orders.
Okay.
Okay, but it'll be just a minute. All right, let's see here. So this is now what, 6? Why do you have the same screenshot twice? I think I forgot to move you. Let's move you and give you a new screenshot, Sam. And we'll call that 6:50. Let me update the time. Okay. All right. And I'll take the new screenshot for you. All right. Here we go. All right. To your south, Sam, you see that there is a small formation of red infantry moving in the valley below you, south of Hot Reeve. They're on this road. They're about to move up the same hill that you're on. Okay? So the question is, what way do you want to go? Do you want to go to the left or to the right? Is your real decision here.
Oh, I go to the right. Right to Hot Reef.
You want to go to Hot Reeve still?
Yeah.
Okay.
And can I already deploy my troops?
Okay, so you want to begin putting them into line?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do? Okay. Just so you know, they'll deploy into line automatically if they're close to the enemy. But yes, you can put them into line now if you want.
Oh, then I continue to
Okay.
march.
All right, perfect. All right. Okay, guys. While I was gone, all your units were wiped out, and it was a good game.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay. What do you want to do? What are your orders?
I just want to screen for Sergey to deploy and move up towards the southern side of Prail.
Okay.
So I want to move up a little bit further and screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I've got, he wants artillery here. So we're going to go ahead and unlimber that artillery there. I don't know. Where do you want to point with that artillery? Because you're kind of situated. Oh, I see. Your screenshot's rotated. Oh, that's confusing as heck to me. Prael. You want to move to the south side. Oh, okay. Alright. Limber. Okay. Well, these guys are going to form column then. Keep marching. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. He's going to move here. Alright. Alrighty. I'll be back with your next report momentarily. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's reloaded for red.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking. By the way, when can they join VCs if they're collocated?
Right now. Yeah, the
Right
moment.
now?
Yeah,
Okay.
they can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then oh, he left.
Okay. So I wanted to give reports.
Yep. Okay, and so now the time is going to be 6:55.
Wait, wasn't it 6:55 last turn?
Okay, well, I don't care. We can call it 7. Nobody's
Yeah. Okay.
running the time. We'll call it 7 is fine. All right. Okay. All right. I've started to recover his cavalry units. Okay. And there we have it. And okay, so this is 7 a.m. now. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Erase
Cool.
slides. Okay, go ahead and give 7 a.m. reports.
Okay.
Looks like I missed a lot while I was walking my dogs.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
Lord Hugs doesn't have a lot of cavalry left.
No, he violently committed everything, as did the other side. Both sides did.
And the dice just didn't like him.
Yeah, it was just a brutal fight. All right, there's that. Switch A to 0.
I'll be off to give reports.
Perfect. And then Sam Miller. And there we go. All right, screenshots are delivered to the players. Now let's get their orders.
Marshall, got a slight question on that cavalry. You said none of that was going to recover anytime soon, and those units went from right disruption to recovered like in 2 turns. What?
3 turns, but they stopped. They're rallying, so we'll see what they do with them.
No, it was 2 turns, because if you look 2 turns above, they're broken white, then 1 turn, I can't see it, and now this turn, they're completely fresh. That's 2 turns.
Oh, they're not completely fresh. So, anyway, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, if they're not completely fresh, then why do they not have any markers to
Are you
show that?
Well, I don't want you to have all the information. Are you scared of their Kerasies?
Well, seeing as I lost half my command to them, yeah, a little bit. Like,
let's get
that's
that.
why.
Let's get that infantry up there.
Yeah, no shit. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna screen for his deployment while he moves up.
All right. What if they approach? What do you want to do?
Kill him.
If his cavalry approach you, you want to
Kill him.
fight them.
Yes.
You want to like charge them or something.
Yes.
Huh? All right. All right. All right. Okay, Sergi, what do you want to do? I guess you're gonna type that out. Okay, I have your orders. Perfect. Okay, I'll begin implementing that. All right. Good luck, guys. Okay, and then Sam, you see now the enemy has a small battalion moving up that way. You are moving toward Hot Reeve. What would you like to do?
This is only one battalion, or?
Yeah, it only looks like he has one battalion there.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I will continue to Reef.
Okay, so you're going to continue to Hot Reeve?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And if possible, I want to engage this battalion.
Okay, perfect. Okay, will do. Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see what Crusaders got for me. And it looks to me like these guys are in assault columns. Yeah, they're ready to fight.
Is Castle Grossio an actual castle?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still there today. I have looked at the Google Earth image. I don't remember if it's there. I know they have a big freeway and a roundabout that goes through this area. It's not that much built up. You know, it is somewhat built up, but it's not like completely urbanized by any means. And I can't remember if the castle or anything is still there or not. It might not be.
Would
Might
it have
not
been
be.
during this time for this conflict?
Yeah, this map here would probably date to like the 1870s, I'm guessing.
So it is
Franco-Prussian
actually
War.
like a literal castle then. That's not the name of it. That's literally a castle.
Yeah, no, this is an actual place on Earth. This is an actual map that would have been pretty darn accurate in the 1870s during the Franco-Prussian War. Yeah, this is it. So, yeah, this is a real place, and you can look at it on Google Earth.
So if you get into the castle, that's like DRM plus 600, right?
Huh? Yeah, but you know the artillery could take it under fire and begin reducing it. You know, so start a fire or whatever. But
I
yeah,
hated that Napoleon Total War.
yeah, but you would it would be it would be a strong position. You're probably not gonna get pushed out of it. So yeah. All right, where's Crusader? Come on, Crusader.
So that assault column, that means fixed bayonets.
Yeah, so like you have a formation in the front, yeah, with fixed bayonets, and then you have a column of men behind them to kind of push through. So yeah, it's a column, but it's a column that is capable of firing volleys and going in with the bayonet rather than. So it's like halfway between a line and a column.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I just I don't really understand what they're doing anymore.
That's okay. I don't either. Okay, let's start over here on the right. Let's go to Sam Miller. Sam Miller's going to keep moving, and he's going to make it to Hout Reeve. What do those elite blocks want to do?
Well, as their orders were to flank the enemy's cavalry, I would say they're probably going to.
Continue doing that? Okay, go ahead and move them.
Yep.
Okay, all right, and that's what they do. Okay, let's go to the cavalry. Golden's cavalry. What does he want to do with them?
He wants to reposition at Casa Grodia.
Okay, so we'll start moving them this way. All right. I guess we'll figure here's a good enough order of march. And what about this breaking cuirassier? What does he want to do with them?
Yeah, I think he's moving them up
All right.
with the other ones.
Well, they won't be effective. All right. What does Blaze want to do?
Move up, move straight up with the assault columns, and move up and deploy his artillery on the left of the sunken road. Fire at whatever they can shoot at.
Okay, no problem. All right. So we'll put Lord Hugs out here to screen, and then I've got these guys are going into position here. They're not going to quite make it yet. We'll put him here and say that he's preparing to unlimber. And okay. Alright, let's go ahead and erase marks, and let's go ahead and do orders. Reports and orders. Good job. And this makes it now, what, 7:05?
It seems to be, yep, 7:05.
Okay, there we have it. Alright, perfect. Okay. Alright, here's this. And we're going to go, I need to get back to the YouTube. We're just moving so fast. I hope Dave and Achilles are doing alright. And for Sergey, and I hate that I mispronounced that name. Sergey. I need to remember that. And then Sam Miller here. Post that 7:05. Alright, there we go. And let's check the YouTube real quick. Yeah, I don't know what Red's Cavalry doing either.
Those poor 2 elite blocks of infantry.
Yep, that's...
I think I'm going to mention to him that they're still out there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Would they have seen Sam Miller enter Hout Rive?
Yes, but again, their commander can't give them any orders. He's so far away.
So, but like as an umpire, like if you decided that they would have more information than their commander does, could you decide, well, they stopped on their mission because they knew they were going to die?
Yes, but I'm going to leave that to Crusader, who
I think what I'll do is after I think they already like crested the hill and they see all this infantry, they're just going to turn around.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yep, that's reasonable. Okay, I have to, I've given screenshots, now I have to take new orders. So here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's go down to take orders. Okay, you guys have your screenshots, correct?
Yep.
Alright, there you go. So his cavalry is licking their wounds as they move off to the flank. Infantry under the command of Sergey, right, is moving up into its position. The artillery is in position and is beginning to unlimber. And I still have the Lord Hugs. I still have you in a screening position. Thank you, Sergey. And Blaze Trail is beginning to move forward with his assault columns. And just to your left, you see that there could be some infantry coming up. There's red infantry.
That's Sam.
Well, no, it's red. They're not in your screenshot, but you see, the first guys are coming over the hill.
Oh, the hill. Wait a minute.
On your left. On your
Like
left.
immediate left, like coming up the hill.
Okay, here I'll throw some chicken at you here. Here you go. Okay, here we go. My gosh, Lord Hugs. Okay, this is.
Dude, don't give me a heart attack like that. Hold on.
Yeah, no, you're flanked.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're gonna have an interesting time, Sergey. We're kind of outnumbered.
Okay, so anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go get the orders from Sam.
So we're gonna Alamo this, all right?
Oh boy.
We gotta hold out until Sam.
Okay, Sam. What do you want to do, man?
I will deploy my troops
Okay,
and
obviously. What's that?
my skirmishers are to engage.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's flip that. Put them in line. Okay.
If they can, I want my 2 battalions to encircle the enemy.
Okay. What do you want to do with your artillery?
They are to stay on the hill and fire on the enemy.
Okay. All right. It's gonna be real hard for him on that hill. Artillery doesn't do good on slopes. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it.
Thanks.
Okay. Have you guys decided what way you want to retreat, or did you just want to go ahead and surrender?
We're not retreating. Fuck that. I'm gonna move to the right side, or like the west side rather. I thought it was the east because I'm looking at it backwards.
Oh, I can rotate the screenshots too, so they're properly oriented.
Nah, that's fine. I'll just use right and left. It'll be easier. So I'm gonna move off to the right and a little bit back to make room for Sergey to deploy, and I'm gonna continue screening the enemy cavalry. I sent a message, rather haphazardly, but whatever, to Sam. So that needs to be sent, and then Sergey has his orders that he's gonna issue out.
All right, so I'm moving you to the west side of Prael, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm gonna shadow the enemy cavalry, and if they make any threatening move, we're gonna kill them all.
No, you're gonna get slaughtered at this point, but just
no, we
so
won't.
You know. All right, Master player, Lord Hugs, my friends. Master player, Lord Hugs. All right, let's.
I mean, what choice do we have?
Well, like I said, you could retreat. You could go home.
Why?
Because that would be the unexpected thing. You'd surprise the enemy. They would be surprised. They'd be like, "Wow!"
Surprised that I retreated. Dude, I gotta keep up appearances, man.
Right? You got a reputation to uphold. Okay, artillery should open fire on the column marching from the north. Okay, so we do need to deploy this battery. We need to unlimber them because now they've done their time. They're ready to rock. Okay. And our infantry transforms into lines and gets into position in the screenshot. And that'll happen as well. Alright, there we go. They're going to transform. Alright, there we go. Line, form a line. Okay, there's that. Alright. Line and line. We'll go ahead and move them up. And then we're going to, these guys are just going to deploy automatically here into line because they feel threatened. Alright, there we are. Okay, there's that. Sorry, I should be doing this in the umpire channel, sorry.
Just turn around.
That's what I would think. If I was one of them, that's what I would do. They're in the middle.
Okay, Marshall. Okay.
Yeah, I moved all the blue already. I just was in the wrong
channel.
Yeah,
I need to pressure Golden to give an actual. Oh, I think he's ready. Just a second.
What's he doing? Is he still going to Castle Grossieux? Is he still going to the castle?
He left. Chat.
Oh, was he?
I'm not sure why he left chat. He was in here when you started asking the question, I think. Maybe he's going to look for clarity.
Crusader. Oh, okay. Crusader left. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting the order from. Yeah, I see what he's doing. All right, no problems. Okay. Yeah, that fog of war, man, it really messes with the brain, and you get players doing kind of odd things that we as umpires with this 10,000-foot view, we're like, oh, all you have to do is this, and it's over.
Okay. I think we need to resolve the artillery fire.
Yeah. Okay. And did you move Blaze Trail? Did he move?
I moved them up.
And then the elite infantry, what are they gonna do?
Okay, so this is okay. So he ordered them to assault the back of the enemy, but I don't think they would receive it.
That's right. That's
currently.
right.
So what I think I'll do is they'll just turn around and start marching back due to the sheer number of enemy infantry.
Okay. And yeah, so Sam is within range to fire on them. So if so, that's a dilemma. So as captain of that formation, how would you react to that? Would you stop and fire, or would you run away?
I would say just run.
Okay, then go ahead and give them some extra movement, and we'll just say they're running away. So yeah, move them out of. There you go. Perfect. All right. Yep, that's fine. And that's what they've done. And we would theoretically apply a disruption token to them, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, artillery. So these 6-pound guns are going to fire on what?
Whatever they want to fire on. I don't think he specified it.
Okay, so you specify now as umpire. What do you think they would fire on?
The Lancers. They're showing their flank.
Okay, so let's fire on the Lancers. So we get the unopposed arty die, which is this black die. I've got it here. Okay, and I don't think there'd be any modifiers. It would just be a straight die roll. So go ahead and roll the black die. And you just hit R. Yeah, just hit R a whole bunch of times.
Not this one.
There you go. Okay. Defender falls back. So the Lancers take fire. They're going to fall back about 200 paces. So right there. Okay. All right. The 12-pounders. Actually, what was my rule on 6-pound? There might be a +1 to that die roll. Let me check real quick. Counter battery.
Counter battery, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so now these guys, even though they're kind of not quite massed, but almost, they're going to fire on the second regular right here. They're going to fire on this unit. And again, they will fire unopposed arty. So, and I think they get a +1 to it. No effect. Rotation value 2. Still no effect. Okay, that's quite reasonable in my opinion. All right, there's that. So go ahead and give reports. All right, you gentlemen are far enough apart. You need to be broke up.
Goodbye, Sergey.
All right.
Why do I have a screenshot of infantry? Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's... What? Hold on, I'm so confused. Oh, I didn't get a screenshot yet, that's why.
Yeah,
that was the one where you... Okay, alright,
yeah.
we're good.
Yeah. There's your new screenshot. Okay. And I'll tell you now, enemy 6-pound guns targeted your Lancers. Your Lancers fell back. They didn't really take any losses. But they fell back so they wouldn't stand there and just get shot. So.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Have you seen Kingdom of Heaven?
No.
Oh, man, dude. I'll post the scene later, but this really feels like that moment where they charged the Saracen cavalry. Um,
Oh,
Jesus. Uh, okay, all right. This is not what I meant when I said that I like being outnumbered. This is like insanely retarded trying to deal with. Okay, we're gonna fall back behind, like inside the villa, so the artillery can't hit us. And then we're gonna wait there, and if the enemy again, we're still screening the enemy cavalry,
okay.
and yeah, we're gonna pray to God Sam shows up.
Well, if you fall back into that villa, you'll be screening that wall. You're not screening anything. I'll rule that there's a low wall around here that you can take cover behind. Actually, a pretty decent wall. But if you go in there, you'll be protected, but you won't be screening anything. Is that what you
Okay,
want to do?
we'll go behind the entire villa then, so they can't hit us, but we'll still screen the cavalry because we can see just fine.
I still don't know what you mean.
Okay, all
Are
right.
you
I'm
are
gonna show my
you are
screen.
you gonna go behind a wall?
Like this, like that. So we can still screen this, but the artillery's
Oh,
gonna have a
okay.
harder time. Yeah.
Okay. I see what you want to do. All right, like that. All right. Yeah, that makes some sense. Okay. All right. I was gonna see if you wanted to, pee yourself in addition to going behind the wall, but now I see
Wait,
you're not going.
unless we can go into the villa and grab some of these weapons that are just lying around
Uh,
about, and then turn our cavalry into infantry and hold the fucking wall.
yeah, you can give the order. You might find that they're old rusted weapons or that there's nothing there.
Oh, so
They're
why do we want?
they're medieval
Why
weapons.
why do we want this stuff then? Why is this our objective to if it's not usable?
Because we don't know, and that's what you were ordered to do.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
like
all
that
right.
scene in Forrest Gump. Gump, why did you assemble your rifle so quickly? Or disassemble your rifle so quickly? And Gump replies, because you told me to, drill sergeant. That's it.
Fair enough.
That's the
Okay. Well,
correct answer. All right.
I
Good
think
good
it'd
luck.
be more useful for us to remain on horseback though. So we're gonna do that.
All right. Good luck. All right.
We're gonna need it.
Yeah, you are. All right. Let's take care. 3rd Battalion should move into Prail and protect it from possible cavalry attack on the right. Okay, that's fine. That's a smart order. Though that enemy infantry retreated, so we'll move you into Prael. Okay. All right. I don't really have a ruling yet other than this is a wall. I haven't ruled on the kind of wall or what. It could be, a 6 or 10 foot high wall for all we know. I don't know. Um, but for now, yeah, we'll give you Prael. Okay. All right. Okay, and let's see what Sam wants to do. Here we go. Okay, Sam. The enemy is retreating from your front. In fact, they started to kind of run away to avoid being fired upon. What do you want to do?
Oh,
Yeah,
I will.
they're running away
I
from
will
you.
move to. Oh, yeah. So I can't catch them, right?
Correct. Yeah, you're not going to catch them.
Yeah. I will move to Prael.
Okay. All right, I'll get you on the move. Okay, perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, column. So here we go. They're back on the move again. Skirmishers come in, and here we go. And we're just going to give them some movement there. And we'll say they move up here, which is a little generous. That artillery, man, not going to do well on a slope, folks. And that's what Sam gets there. All right, and then we'll wait for Crusader to process the red turn. It looks like they're kind of moving into a position for a pitched battle, but
Okay.
it's not going to go good for red. All right.
Yep. I think this is probably a reasonable amount of ground they could cover.
Yep. Sorry, I was tweaking it already. Perfect. All right.
Okay. And he wants to form into line, finally.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I think it's happening.
Yeah, this will be it. This will be over pretty quick now.
Oh yeah. Need to move these guys.
They're just kind of barely out on the outskirts of range, or are they advancing still?
The line?
Yeah.
Oh no, they halted.
Okay, they halted. All right. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and fire artillery. And 6-pound guns are going to fire on what would you like?
Probably the infantry that's showing his flank.
Which one? Oh, this one here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
These guys are behind a wall, and we have to decide how big that wall is. Do we want to say it's a couple feet or like, I don't know, 4 foot? I don't know. Tall enough for a person to stand behind and shoot over or not? We could even say it's taller. It's up to us.
I would argue that it's only fair that you say they can shoot over it because they moved into that position with that intent, which they obviously wouldn't have if they couldn't see over it. Would be my thoughts.
Yeah, I can grant them that. So we'll say it's a strong position. All right, good. That's fair enough. That's the ruling. And if it becomes relevant for red, make sure red knows that. Okay, 6 pounds will fire on first militia half battalion B or whatever. So they'll fire here. If you want to roll your die.
Oh no, those are just militia.
Yeah, they're militia quality.
And red's regulars. That's what R is.
Yep. Okay, so it's no effect.
Yep.
All right, and then the 12-pounders will fire on the second red. Whatever. Did you roll it or did you just move it?
No.
I'll roll it. Hang on. That's like not even a roll. All right, and then I think they get a +1. They retreat.
I don't know what I pressed on this.
You're
Yeah,
good.
okay.
You're good.
You probably
Okay.
hit R.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna copy this. Okay. So these units retreat and they take a level of disruption. We'll just. There we go. Okay. So they retreat and take disruption. All right. All right. That's it. Give reports and get orders, and we should be pretty close to a conclusion here. But we'll see what happens. And the time is 7:15. I need to adjust the time here. Oh. Alright, there's that. Okay. And then we will let him see that. And then Sam will see this. 0715, and there we have it. Okay. Now I just go around and give orders and everything. Okay. Alright. Lord Hugs, sir. You see
Oh man, dude, we are holding on by the skin of our teeth.
Yep, yep. They'll probably be coming or not. I don't know. So we ruled on that wall that it's like, 4 feet high or so. So it's high enough for a man to stand behind and fire over.
So in other words, cavalry isn't really going to be able to charge that wall.
That's exactly right.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So with that in mind, right,
Hmm.
we're going to use this wall as a hinge for the cavalry, and hopefully we're going to try to draw them in towards the infantry, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't know if they'll be dumb enough to do that, but we're going to stand our ground, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. It might be a genius move. The last time they hit
Maybe.
you, they practically swept you from the field.
And actually, I would really like it if that infantry moved a little bit further down, but I don't know if they'll actually do that, or if it's assumed that they're garrisoning the whole wall.
Well, if you wanted to command infantry, you should have taken an infantry command. Then you could have issued that order. But
Right, but
you
then
took the cavalry
we'd have
command.
heavy cavalry running circles around us, and then we'd already have lost. So
Yeah. So you
kind of
can
glad I took cavalry.
you can wish all day, but you command cavalry. So this is what you
Exactly.
got. All right.
So we're gonna hinge off this wall and stand our ground.
Nice. All right. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, Sergey. Artillery should continue shooting on the enemy to our left for now. No new orders. How is Hugs? I don't know. He's fine. Maybe he needs a hug. And by the way, I thought that Prayer was surrounded by a small road, not walls. No, those are walls, I think. I believe that's walls. And the reason why is you see that trail? That trail goes through like it's going through an opening in the wall. And so, what we ruled, regardless of what's really there or not, what we ruled is that the wall is about 4 feet high. It's a stone wall, tall enough for your men to take shelter behind and fire over. So it's an extremely strong position for you, which you now hold. Which also means that it would be reasonable to stockpile stuff within it because it is defensible. So there you go. Okay, so your artillery will continue to fire. Your artillery has a limited range of fire because your troops are kind of masking it to the front, so they can't really fire very far to the right or left. All right, but there they have it. You could move the 12-pound guns up, and they'd have a little bit wider field of fire. All right, there's that. Good luck. And I see you're typing something. I'll come back to check on it in a minute. Okay, Sam. Any orders, sir?
No, I continue with the objective.
Okay, we'll keep moving you up here. All right, no problem. All right, close enough. All right, got it. All right, and it looks like Crusader has moved that disrupted block back up. Battalion should move with you a
No,
little.
he moved the line back to the disrupted block.
Oh, even better. All right. And then blue's falling back just a smidge as well. But that's for the benefit of the artillery. All right, there we are. There we are.
Are blue and red in range of each other there for that main gun line?
Yeah, the artillery can fire on each other. Yeah, the artillery can fire, but now the
But the
6-pound
infantry
artillery.
cannot.
Yeah, the infantry cannot. Okay, well, the standoff continues. When Crusader gets back, we'll make sure those elites have moved, which I think they may have, and make sure he's happy. Then we'll give reports. And yeah, everybody's kind of risk averse. This is the only chance Red really has to attack once Sam comes up. Even then, Red is in a weak position. So, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. Okay. Yeah, they're both kind of falling back and looking at each other.
Which is to Blue's benefit as they bring the rest of their guys up to strengthen that line even better.
Yeah. Well, the correct decision at this point is for Red to retreat. If Red attacks, they're outnumbered, they're outgunned, they have some advantage with cavalry. And see, look, they're going to attack with that cavalry.
But Blue has infantry support for their cavalry.
Yeah, I think.
Red's cav charge meets Blue guns and Blue cavalry.
Yeah. Well, Blue cavalry probably get wiped by this, but Red cavalry will be spent in the process. And then you're still down to. I mean, the Red cavalry isn't going to take Prael since we've ruled it's a stone-walled location. So it's not going to be like Hougomont or whatever, where they get in there and just start bayoneting everybody. I don't think
Right.
so. I think this is decided. So, Crusader, what are your thoughts, man?
Well, I think we can probably let Golden have his moments with leading the charge against the enemy's cavalry, personally.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. All right. Let's go ahead and then after he has that moment, I think we call it. I think it's foolish for Red at this point to try to attack or take the position. Um, hmm. Why did Red lose though? That's the thing is Red was a lot closer to the objective. Oh, you know what? They took a more circuitous route. They took a very long route.
Yeah.
And they didn't quite run off the blue. Okay, that was what happened. Okay, let's go ahead and bring them all into the room, and we will resolve this combat, and then we'll call it a battle. All right, here we go. And I think Achilles and a number of people here may have the same opinion. We'll let the YouTubers comment as they wish, and we'll see. But I think we all kind of see this the same way. So let's pull everyone up to. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it on my 4K monitor, otherwise I can't do it. Oh, how do I? Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm all the way up here in the lobby.
Huh? It's already over?
There's
Wow.
going to be one more round of fighting.
Oh, we're gonna watch it?
Yep. There's going to be one more round.
Wow, okay, I want to join the table then. Hold on.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't know if it was your intent, Marshall, but you're now screen sharing Discord.
Yep, that's the intent.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here.
What's the
Okay,
server
so
called?
we have all that. All right.
Kriegsspiel. Passwords IKS, all lowercase.
Yep. Okay, let's do that. Actually, let me keep the Discord up. I don't need to look at the OBS, but I do want to see. All right. All right, good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and resolve the cavalry fight because it's too fun not to. Okay? So what's going to happen
Oh, wow.
here is the Hussars, the Kerasies, basically it's going to kind of be this 2-on-1.
Yo!
But
It's exactly how I wanted it!
yep. But there's infantry here behind these walls that are going to get a crack at this, especially at the 4th Cuirassier here. So, how the heck do I untangle this one? Would you stand or would you countercharge, Hugs?
Well,
How
we
would
would
you
let them close the distance, but then countercharge is kind of the idea. That way, the infantry get a few shots in,
Okay, now
especially as the melee develops.
you see this terrain feature here? You see that terrain feature? Yeah, red can't charge across that, so that narrows the frontage of the red attack.
Oh shit. Okay.
So that evens the odds for blue a little, although there'll
I
be a
didn't know
follow.
about that grade.
Yeah.
Well,
I
if it
would've
makes you
done
feel
that.
better, neither did I.
Okay.
So
That's okay, and that's how it goes. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing is the fourth cuirassier is going to be attacked by the infantry. So, what die is that? That's infantry. Is that my yellow die? Let me look. Where is that yellow die? Here it is. Is that infantry versus cav? Have to throw the right die. That's cavalry die. Cavalry versus infantry arty. If against square, -3 DRM. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of split this because they're not in square, but they're behind a wall, but they're not being attacked either. But I'm going to give the infantry a +2 DRM in favor of infantry. So technically, it's actually a -2 to the die roll because the die is rolled from the cavalry perspective. So you're going to roll it and then do a -2 DRM. There will be no ill effects applied to the infantry whatsoever. Cavalry destroyed. All right, that's that. So the cuirassiers are not going to make that attack. They came in, they got blasted by a couple of volleys here, and they're like, nope, we're out of here. So you know, when a unit is destroyed, it doesn't mean that the unit is actually completely slaughtered. It means
they're just not combat effective anymore.
Precisely, they're no longer combat effective for this fight. Okay, so now we have cuirassiers versus lancers. Let's take a look at our chart. I believe it's lancers 1, cuirassiers 2. So cuirassiers versus lancers, lancers +1, cuirassiers +2. So let's roll this here. Okay, so first we roll lancers +1.
I have a question about this after we're done with the game.
Okay, hang on. I changed the map state. Let me fix it. Okay.
I'm just kind of sad that going downhill with a charge doesn't do anything. It actually endures.
You're not really on a hill. You're on flat terrain right here. You're meeting on flat terrain.
In the previous picture Crusader sent, he said I can't charge from that because the horses wouldn't like it when I was on hill. So, yeah.
I was more referring to the distance.
Okay, let's see here. So the lancers impose upon the cuirassiers target cavalry unit retreats. Which, okay, so that means they're going to be falling back a certain distance. But now let's see what happens to the lancers. So this is +2 for the cuirassiers, 7, and well, that's a predictable result. So these lancers are destroyed by the cuirassiers, and then after the fight, the cuirassiers are going to fall back about 400 paces, which is far enough to be out of the range here. They will be like disrupted, but they can recover. So that's a big win for the red there. All right, and then let's see here. The Hussars versus the Cuirassiers. That's not going to be pretty. Let's see here. Let's check the chart. Hussars versus Cuirassiers is Cuirassiers +2. So we only have to make one die roll. We don't roll 2 die. We only roll 1 die. And Cuirassiers get 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Target cavalry unit falls back. Well, because the cuirassiers are the superior in this case, red hussars are the target unit. Now, here's where this works out for the red. They only fall back. They don't even take disruption. So they're going to retreat by 200 paces. We can say, well, the hussars are like cavalry, therefore they kind of fare a little better. But then behind them, the cuirassiers come in. Because they're evenly matched, they both roll the same. Okay, they both roll one die. We're going to say, I don't know who we declare superior here. let's say red is superior because they're a little more fresh. Blue has just repulsed the Hussars. They're a little more tired and disorganized. So here we go. Target cavalry unit retreats. So they're going to fall back about 800 or 400 paces. All right, there's that. And this is the end state of the cavalry fight. All right. So the red cavalry is milling around outside of blue musket range. And the blue cavalry has retreated. So this unit is destroyed. Did the Kerasies here get destroyed?
Yes.
Yeah, they got destroyed. Okay. And this is the end state. Okay. Now, if I am a smart red commander, I say, you know what? We just didn't do it. It didn't happen. It didn't work. No, today, it just wasn't in our favor. The crazy part about this is while blue outnumbers red, red had a head start on blue. Red started somewhere around, what, Pomeroy, and they could have reached this, I think, before, and they did not. I could be wrong about that, and you guys can watch the recording. I might be completely wrong. But whoever gets here first will have the benefit of this strong position, and once they're in there, they're not going to get pushed out very easily. And so this was a difficult battle for Red to win, although, let's see, how many points did Red have each? Was it 35 and 35 or 40 and 40? It was 40 and 40.
40.
Yeah, so it was 80 versus, what, 30, 60, 90.
They had 10 points less.
Yeah, they had 10 points less. But they started a little closer to the objective. But I think the error for the Red is they took this route, which cost them a lot of time for their infantry. So, had they made the direct route, I think it would have saved about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little more, maybe. But I understand why Red took this route. I don't think this was a bad decision. It ended up being a decisive decision, but I don't think it was a bad decision. And the reason is you want to stay on this high ground. Why do you want to go through the valley of death here and have blue show up here and kill you? So, all things being considered, I don't think that Red made a mistake. It's just they didn't get there faster. They didn't get there firstest with the mostest, to quote Nathaniel Bedford Forrest. And okay, that's what the fog of war does. That's Kriegsspiel. It's a Kriegsspiel moment. And I think again the way Red wins this engagement is they say we're not going to fight here today. And I think that's the correct decision. I think if Red says we attack, then they lose. So I will call this a blue victory. However, I'm not going to call it a red defeat necessarily. Red wiped out the blue cavalry for the most part. And if they leave with their forces intact, well, it's a tactical, non-defeat, I suppose. And when we're dealing with Kriegsspiel, we have to understand that we're not looking at this the same way that we look at traditional war games where there's always a winner and a loser. You can have a situation where one side wins more than the other, or one side wins but the other side doesn't lose, so to speak. And I think that's the situation we have here. So I don't think there's any shame for Red for not capturing the objective. Had Red said we're going to pitch in and do this suicidal frontal assault, then I would pour the shame on Red. But Red did not do that. In fact, they fell back wisely and said, okay, we're going to deploy our artillery. We're going to have a little bit of an artillery duel and kind of see what happens. I don't think Red performed poorly, nor did Blue. I think Blue did great. I really like the way Sam went kind of on this wide flanking maneuver so that he could appear on the flank. The only tactical error that Red made that's significant was they sent their elites on a flanking maneuver. Also, an understandable decision, but they were unable to command those elites. So, and they were at the tail end of the column, so they didn't have the advantage of time that the lead elements had. So had that cavalry gone up and whatever, I don't know. It was a fair
Yeah.
fight between the cavalry, I think. Had red done a little bit better, they would have probably controlled the field. Blue managed to hold the field against red, even though red got the better of the cavalry engagement. So,
Well,
it. Go
that
ahead.
cavalry engagement was kind of wacky. Like, because I
No,
I
you're
wasn't
wacky, Lord
expecting.
Hugs. You're wacky.
Well, yeah, I was kind of wacky in this game, but I wasn't expecting red to go balls deep on first contact and
Wow.
completely just outright charge me, because that's exactly what happened. Like, I managed to barely form my line, and I had like what, 6 Cuirassier units
Yeah.
like coming down on my neck, and
Yeah.
I had Lancers and stuff like. And that's another thing I want to point out. I think Lancers should do a lot better in charges than they currently do in this system, because Lancer cavalry historically destroys enemy cavalry. Like, because
Mhm.
you have long lances, it's basically pikemen on horseback. Like, I
But
understand cuirassiers are really
Mhm.
good, because they have the cuirass and all that, but Lancer cav uh, should be good,
So,
like specifically in the charge.
so remember.
Cuirassiers have pistols though, which have a longer range than lances. They're like
Yeah, but
lances,
when you're in a
bigger.
cavalry charge, though, you don't have time to shoot and then bring out your all that. There's too much movement going on in the heat of a charge. You know?
Right. So what we do here, the feedback for me, because remember this is still a beta system and I'm about to
Hmm.
redo the whole cavalry thing anyway, is we
Gotcha.
give Lancers a +2 maybe.
Yeah,
Um
I think making them on par with cuirassiers on the initial charge is fair, but
mhm,
then
mhm.
making the cuirassiers better and prolonged melee, I think, is like the way to go.
I
Yeah, right.
mean,
And I
Lancer should probably just like die once they've charged. Like you get the charge and then they're gone. They're blown. They're
That's
out for the day. You know.
that's not necessarily like how lancers work, though. Maybe for cuirassiers, because the horses and the riders have a lot more weight on them.
mhm.
But as far as
Well,
lancers go, it's basically hussars with like a big pole.
yeah, we can debate this out at length later, but for right now
Yeah,
in
I
the
just wanted
interest
to mention it for now.
of wrapping up, I do want to say that this is a pretty good fight. I think the result is reasonable and historic. I feel like the system works. I feel like all of the players made really good decisions that are justifiable. And I think everybody should leave this battle feeling pretty good about their performance. So I really don't have any kind of heap of scorn or negativity to put on anyone, except for Lord Hugs. But I always feel that way about him.
Let's hear it.
So,
What's the critique
well, I do have to
that you
say
speak up?
you did use a lot of technical terms on the live stream today, which for the kids watching from home,
All
terms
right,
like
my bad.
balls deep. That's a Napoleonic term, and and you can read about that in books later when you're older. All right. Anyway, aside from Lord Hugs's usual florid language, I want to say thank you to everyone for participating. I especially want to thank Crusader for helping me to umpire. I want to thank everybody, Dave, Achilles, Red, Warsmith for being here and watching. I want to thank you all for participating today. Robert, at the very top, reminding me this game would be so much better with miniatures. Damn you, Robert. Um, I want to thank you all. You guys are great. I hope you enjoyed the game, and we will see you all on the next adventure. I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you for watching.